we might as well begin. Good afternoon. I am Christine Osceolo. I am a franchise specialist with FranNet. Thank you for attending our Lunch and Learn. We have two presenters today. One is going to explain about the retail chocolate, and the other one is going to explain about the on-site handpiece repairs that they do. But before they begin, I'd like to talk a little bit about FranNet and some franchising facts. And you're not moving. Okay. So who is FranNet? FranNet has been around for about 25 years. We have over 80 offices, 3 in Germany, and we just opened one in England. We help potential entrepreneurs find a franchise that fits their profile at no cost to them. Many people are looking for a business that can thrive in any economy. I get asked all the time, what is the most popular franchise? So we are looking for those few businesses that can thrive now and down the road. Right now, we see healthcare and senior care markets as one of the strongest markets out there. Census data that goes out every 3 years says that 25% of the population is over 65 and 25% is under 25. Residential repair, people aren't buying new homes, they're repairing the current ones. Young people don't know how to. There's dual income in the households, so they don't have the time. Then there's also child development and education, also driven by demographics. There's also the essential services like your hair care. You have your supercuts that charge $15 for a haircut, or your automotive. People are fixing their cars and keeping them longer. There's also damage restoration. Houses get damaged, mold, smoke, damage, fire. When this happens, someone needs to clean it up. So the homeowners will call the insurance company. There's also business centers, IT services, all to help develop small businesses. Franchising isn't just fast food and retail. Just some overall facts on franchising. There are over 3,000 different franchise companies and more than 80 industries with over 900,000 operating units. Some popular categories are pet care, cleaning, retail, and IT services. Can you make a burger? I know I can, and it would probably be a lot better. It's not the product. It's all about the business systems. When you purchase a franchise, you purchase the marketing, sales, and operating systems. You do this so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can focus on building your business. Some people think franchising is very expensive. You have some that are $50,000 to $100,000, like your education and healthcare. Those could be run from home, few employees. Then you have your $100,000 to $250,000, which would include some retail, auto, and some food. And some can go as high as $500,000, like your big food franchises, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Typically, you would need to put 25 to 30% down on the business. We do provide some financing options, whereas you could use your 401k or get an SBA loan. At the end of the day, it's all about finding a franchise that's the best fit for you. You want to look at your 5, 10, 15-year goals and use franchising as a tool to help you get your lifestyle and financial goals. I'm going to wrap it up here. This is my contact information. If you would like further information on either one of these businesses, I will need you to fill out your personal franchise assessment. Then the franchisor will be able to give you further information on their business. If I already have an assessment, I will gladly put you in touch with the franchisor. I will be following up with everyone and emailing you the link to my assessment. Please hold your questions to the end. I am now going to introduce our first business, which brings chocolate alive and has 3 revenue streams. Thank you, Stuart.
You got it. Thank you, Christine, for the opportunity to tell everybody a little bit more about Chocolate Works. Jump in right into the model. As Christine said, we have 3 revenue streams at Chocolate Works. The first revenue stream is retail. All of our franchisees build out retail stores. Our average store size is about 2,000 square feet, and it's really a fun, interactive environment. Chocolate Works has spent a great deal of money creating proprietary equipment. So in all of our stores, you make a lot of the product yourself right there in the store. Each store has what we call an Aerobic Machine, A lot of people recognize that from the I Love Lucy episode where all the truffles are coming off the conveyor belt. We've got 2 gigantic kettles where we melt down dark chocolate and milk chocolate, and then we're going to pour this into different molds and sell all sorts of molded items. So it's a very fun, interactive retail store. The margins on the product are incredible. Chocolate Works is really a spin-off of a 40-year-old chocolate company, so we've got incredible relationships and purchasing power. We import about 300,000 pounds of Belgian chocolate a year. We're able to distribute chocolate to the stores at about $3 a pound, and typically the chocolate's going to retail anywhere from $20 to $24 a pound. So I describe the retail as retail without the headaches of retail. It's short hours, it's few employees. We open up typically at 10 in the morning. You show up at 10 in the morning. We close at 7 at night. You leave at 7 at night. And typically you're only running with about 2 or 3 employees a day. Parties and events, we're doing Girl Scout troops and birthday parties and ladies' night and date night and fundraising, all sorts of different events right at the store. Each of the retail stores are built out with a dedicated party room. And the third revenue stream is corporate gifting. Here in this little image, you can see the Citibank logo. We're able to take anybody's logo and make unique molds for them. So come holiday time, a lot of the banking industry, pharmaceutical sales, financial companies, a lot of the accountants, law firms, a lot of companies are very big into branding themselves with their corporate gifting, and that's one of the niches for Chocolate Works. I'm quickly going to touch upon each of these revenue streams a little bit further. As mentioned, the first one is retail, and the benefit of our retail, again, it's a huge industry. Chocolate and candy is certainly a year-round business, but you have a lot of seasonal spikes. Obviously, Mother's Day, Easter's right around the corner, Passover, Christmas, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving. So there's Valentine's Day, and it really goes on and on between Mother's Day, Father's Day. So a lot of these different spikes are really going to be impactful to your business. It's, as mentioned, a huge $19 billion U.S. industry, really a high-margin product. And when you come into our store, it comes alive. It's interactive. It's fun. You'll see kids in there for a birthday party. You'll see chocolate being made, really all in about a 2,000-square-foot environment. And that's a little bit about the retail. Here's a picture of what our signage looks like. I think we've got a clever logo. We do a lot of branded boxes and gifting, so we're really strong with the branding and the logo. This store here is on Long Island. This is the Comac store. On the right side, if you see, that's the Aerobic Machine that I described from the I Love Lucy episode. Every store has their own Aerobic Machine. And here you're going to make your own chocolate-covered pretzels and chocolate-covered Oreos and graham crackers. So, again, a lot of the product you're going to make yourself, and some of the product you're going to buy right from our chocolate factory. We have a 26,000-square-foot factory here in Long Island. So either you're going to go make your own product or you're going to buy finished goods from us. Each store really has a little bit of its own unique personality. In franchising, you'll hear a lot of franchisors talk about consistency through each one of their locations. We have purposely sort of scaled away from that. There's certain branding elements relevant in all the Chocolate Works stores, the big kettles, the Aerobic Machine, the truffles, the showcases, but we do give our franchisees a lot of flexibility on their store layout and their store design. If one store wanted a different color paint for the walls, or one store had dark floors versus light floors, there's some real flexibility in the store design. This image here is what the chocolate looks like before it gets melted. These are literally 200-pound melting kettles. So you're going to fill it up with big chocolate chips. It's our proprietary Belgian chocolate. There's no compounds. It's very high quality. It gets melted down in this kettle, and then from here you're going to use that chocolate to either make molded items. Here you can see chocolate-covered Oreos. These are made right on that Aerobic Machine. And just going through some of the different molded items, we literally have about 12,000 different molded items that we've created over the years. And again, we could get as creative as somebody wants. If somebody owns a cleaning service and they wanted us to go make a broom and put their company logo onto the broom handle, we could go make a chocolate mold of that. So here you see a few different samples of different molds, from the Eiffel Towers to champagne bottles to cameras. Here you have chocolate golf balls. We should have really used white chocolate for it. It'd look a lot more like a golf ball. We have animals and fishes and dinosaurs. We've got footballs and basketballs. Again, about 12,000 different molds. So you're going to be able to work with a lot of different customers on their special needs. We do a lot of party favors for weddings and bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s or corporate events that have themes to it. Here you see some holiday items. And one of the fun parts about the business, or one of the great things, you have very little waste in this business. So right now, if you go into any of the chocolate works, there are a few in New Jersey, there are some on Long Island, New York City. Right now, everything is very geared towards Easter. So you have Easter bunnies at all the stores, chocolate Easter bunnies. But whatever Easter bunnies don't sell, they're going to go right back into that big kettle. They get melted down, and they're going to be molded into hearts for Mother's Day. And the Mother's Day hearts that don't sell are going to get molded into ties for Father's Day. So it's a great durable product. And that's the retail part of the business. The party part, I always call it the kids' birthday parties, but it's really ladies' night, date night. We do family activities. We've done fundraisers. One of our stores now is working with the senior center, where they need activities for the seniors, and they bus them out to the Chocolate Works store. They do activities and a workshop, and they get picked back up. So the workshops and the birthday parties are really incredible. We do Girl Scout troops. We actually made our own chocolate making patch for the Girl Scouts. All the parties start with the kids putting on their aprons. And again, I shouldn't say kids, because we're doing plenty of adult parties and the ladies' nights. But it all starts by putting on your apron and being transformed into a chocolatier. We then educate you on cocoa. In the right side, you can see one of our party goers learning about chocolate and passing around the cocoa pod. We pass around the cocoa beans. On the left side, you see one of the kids putting their own pretzel through the enrobing machine. They're then going to get to cover it in toppings with M&Ms or sprinkles. Here's the parties consist also of molding an item. So we have about 30 different molds that the kids get to choose for a birthday party. We're constantly rotating it, so it's always fresh. It's hard to tell, but the picture on the right, that happens to be a ballerina. So someone took the ballerina mold. They then go out to the chocolatier workstation, those big kettles. There's a hose on the end. They're literally going to go fill their mold up with chocolate. It goes into the refrigerator, and then they get to go decorate the item. So again, we've got cell phones and ballet slippers and pocketbooks and all sorts of different molds. So everyone's going to choose something they're passionate about. Again, the enrobing machine is part of the party. All the party goers get to send a pretzel or a graham cracker and Oreo through. Whenever our franchisees have their enrobing machine on, any customers that come into the store, we always invite them to use the machine and let them send a pretzel or a graham cracker through free of charge. And really, the cost to our franchisees to go make a chocolate-covered pretzel is truly pennies. But if you allow a customer to go make their own chocolate-covered pretzel, the value, the goodwill, the experience they have with that really is tremendous. Here's a picture of two kids at one of our parties using the chocolate fountain. This is a tremendous add-on. Typically, it's a $100 add-on to the party. And obviously, I'm assuming we're all calling in from the Northeast here. This is a great kids' birthday party market. The parents here really do value the kids' birthday parties. The average ticket price on the birthday parties typically start about $350 to $400. But by the time you're done adding more kids to the party and custom goodie bags and party favors and the chocolate fountain, you really could get that ticket price up to about $700 for a party. And it's not that you're going through a ton of product. It's really more about the experience of becoming that chocolate maker for the next 2 hours. Here's just a picture of some happy party goers. I mean, it's a blast. And again, whether you're 5 years old or 50 years old, it's really, again, here's the ladies' night. So as you see, it's not just for the kids. And the real kicker to the business model, in my opinion, is the corporate gifting side of the business. So Chocolate Works, you really have the security of the four walls and that retail. You got the margins of a service business with the birthday parties. But a lot of our owners view this as a business-to-business franchise, where they're able to really go out there and build those corporate accounts. And one interesting thing about the way that we've done our territories, every franchisee gets a protected territory around their store, but there is no territory limitation on the corporate business. So you could have contacts in California, you could have a friend in Wisconsin. If they want to go order holiday gifts or send out gift packages and they want to do it through your store, you have that opportunity. The other very interesting thing about the corporate gifts, you never have to say no to a client because you can't handle that order. So all of our stores are mini production centers, but they're not really in a position to handle making 100 gift baskets. So if somebody got an order like that, that franchisee is able to say yes to that order. They will give that order right back to our corporate factory on Long Island. We produce everything, we'll package everything, we'll ship everything out. We brand it as if it came from that franchisee store. We'll put their local store contact info in there and their catalog, so all the reorders go right back to that franchisee. Now you have a franchisee picking up a big order in California to be shipped to Wisconsin. They're not even producing anything. They're just being the liaison, give that order right back to corporate, and they're going to go get a profit share on that order. So we typically charge our franchisee a wholesale price, and that franchisee could go charge their client retail, or they could give a discount depending on the size of the order and who the order is for. Again, you're only limited by your imagination. We have over 12,000 different molds. I love that we use the light bulb for this icon to bring up this bullet point, because one of our biggest orders, one of our franchisees this year at Christmas, it was a lighting supply company. They placed a big order, and we went out there and we created a chocolate light bulb for them, and that was the centerpiece of their holiday gift package. So it's lawyers, accountants. Those are great companies that do lots of gifting. Any business transaction professional, a lot of real estate companies. You buy a house, that real estate agent might be sending out gifts. So gifting is a year-round business, but come the fourth quarter, you're certainly going to have incredible spikes to that. Here are some pictures. These are literally molded items. The company sent us an email with their logo. We were able to go give it to our mold maker and make 3D logos for them. This next slide is sugar paper. Not everybody wants to invest to go make a mold. We could go take a picture of somebody's family, their logo. We could do really anything that somebody could think of, a kid in a baseball uniform, and make it look like a baseball card. So with the sugar paper technology that we have, we're able to take any image, print it right onto sugar paper. We do a lot of trade show gifts. So a lot of the gold coins, here these are in a nice little box with 16 in there. But most time you'll get a company like Citibank that will order a few thousand of these gold coins when they're doing trade shows. Again, you don't even have to go facilitate and make those coins. You give that order right back to a corporate factory. We'll produce and ship it, or you have that ability to bring it in-house. So why chocolate works? Again, the three revenue streams. You got the retail, you got the party business, you have the corporate business. Truffles, our product is incredible. It's a 40-year-old family that's been in the chocolate business. They just began franchising 2 years ago under the name Chocolate Works, and really it's an incredible product. Proprietary machinery and systems. There's nobody like us that's doing the retail with the live equipment, with the birthday parties being interactive right there on the storefront. A tremendous amount of money has been invested in these proprietary machinery and systems. Uncapped potential for the corporate accounts. As mentioned, you don't have a territory restriction, and you're never going to say no to a client because the order is too big and you can't handle it. You got a 26,000 square foot factory behind you to help you really keep up with the biggest orders that you might be able to attract. Most popular person in town, owning a Chocolate Works franchise. There's a lot of networking. There's a lot of business development, but it's probably one of the easier products to go sell. If you go into a lawyer's office and try and sell them office supplies, they're probably throwing you out. You walk in with a whole bunch of free chocolate, chances of you getting past that gatekeeper and being able to drop off catalogs and talk to somebody for 5 minutes increases pretty significantly once you start bringing chocolate. Strong founders. I haven't gone into a lot of detail on it, But again, 40-year-old family business. Joe Whaley is the driving force behind the company now. He's the CEO. He's the son of the original founder that started the company 40 years ago, West Point military graduate. He is just really has chocolate running right through the veins. You probably won't find the family more knowledgeable about chocolate and their business model than the Whaleys. Current franchisees, again, only been franchising for about 2 years, a little bit less than that at this point. I've got to update this slide. We're up to 35 territories sold. We've got 15 open units. We got a few units opened in New Jersey, Long Island, Manhattan. We're about to open up our first unit in Connecticut. We're talking to people in Pennsylvania. So right now it's really strategic growth. We're looking for franchisees primarily between Philadelphia and Boston. So many of you might already know the brand Chocolate Works with a few units opened in the Northeast. And if anyone really has interest, I'd be happy to even meet you at one of the stores and give you a walking tour after you go through the process with Christine. We've got a very sophisticated franchisee. Our franchisees that have come in really understand that you have the three revenue streams and have an interest of really trying to build that business-to-business side of the business. So again, I describe it as the security of retail, the margins of a service business, and certainly the scalability of business-to-business. A day in the life, it's really managing your manager, or you're going to step into the role of that manager. You've got birthday parties that you're going to need to confirm and get head counts and see how many people are coming on the weekend. You've got production. You've got corporate accounts. I certainly don't want to tell you Chocolate Works is a hard business. I'm certainly not going to tell you it's an easy business. It's just real work. You got different moving parts, but for somebody that really wants to be involved and have a business that can really scale up, have that physical location in a fun environment, but also be able to go out there and really try and get some of those bigger accounts, it's pretty great franchise. Training and support. Right now, I'll tell you our website is our weakest link. We're probably about 2 weeks away at this point from launching a brand new website. The website right now is not really built properly. Franchisees don't get any revenue sharing. The new website that's literally weeks away from being launched, every franchisee is going to have their own landing page. They're going to have what we call mailbox money. If somebody goes to the website and is in their territory and places online orders, that franchisee automatically gets credit. Our franchisees will be able to email their database, put links in it. Anyone that clicks on the link and goes back to the website and orders, we've now dropped cookies and could go track all of this. So the website's going to be pretty remarkable and really is going to become a fourth revenue stream for the franchisees. Again, I keep calling it 26,000 square feet. I apologize. 24,000 square foot factory that we just purchased. It gives us the opportunity to roll out even more product lines, have better purchasing power, and we pass all those savings on right back to the franchisees. Not going to get into too much detail on this slide, but in general, to open up a Chocolate Works, it's going to be right around that $350,000 price point. That includes $50,000 worth of inventory to open up with. It includes all your equipment, build-out, showcases, soup to nuts, because it is brick and mortar, because you do have the build-out, because you're signing a lease, there is some real cost to launch the business, but there's also a strong return on that investment if you're able to really go out there and operate the business and get all three revenue streams humming. So real quick, do you have what it takes? We definitely look for people with business acumen. Again, it's not rocket science. It's chocolate, but there are moving parts, and we need people that really want to be involved in the business. Some franchisors really promote absentee. We're very comfortable with semi-absentee, but we need that owner to really be involved to manage that manager. We want people comfortable following systems, people that value the franchise model. If you're a networker, it is a huge asset to you and your business. The more people that you just touch and interact with, it's a fun business. Go out there, be part of the community. The chocolate is, your cost is very inexpensive. We encourage you to do lots of gifting, to go out there and get in front of different companies and really grow your business to business. So with that being said, I'm going to give it back to Christine to introduce the next presenter. And I certainly welcome the opportunity to follow up with anybody after this call or obviously afterwards and answer any questions that anybody has. And again, thank you, Christine, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this call.
Thank you, Stuart. The next business is revolutionizing the dental service industry by delivering immediate on-site repairs. Lori? You there, Lori? Lori? I did have her. Wait. I don't have. Wait a minute. No, she is unmuted. Lori, we can't hear you, and I don't know why.
The conference has been unmuted.
Lori? Lori? We can't hear you. Lori? I apologize, everyone. I don't know what happened with Lori. I have her on here.
Yes, Christine, can you hear me?
There you are, finally. Yes, yes. Now I can.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I was talking, but I guess you couldn't hear me. Well, thank you, Christine,
nobody can hear you. Okay.
Yes, thank you for inviting Dental Fix to your webinar. And I want to thank each of you for joining us to learn more about Dental Fix. So I welcome you to Dental Fix. Dental Fix is a business that allows you to offer dentists in your community a quality service by delivering immediate on-site repair to your dental offices. We are the only business in the industry that actually has the entire inventory to repair equipment and solve problems in the dental office on-site. I'm not sure if any of you have ever heard of a dentist going out of business, but we haven't. So this is a business that's a need business and recession resistant. Your customer will be a professional, and these dentists need our service to continue to have a functioning dental practice. Our franchisees have several services and revenue streams. We offer about 7 different services to our dentists that consist of repairing handpiece drills, repairing and maintaining all of the equipment in a dental office, sharpening tools, relocating dental offices, assisting with upholstery needs, offering new equipment to customers, and helping dentists obtain loans should they need financing for their business. Dentists love to work with a local business owner who's just like them, who can offer a quick service, no travel charge, and personalized customer service. Dental Fix was founded in 2005 by a man named Mike Parker, who worked for a large corporate company that called on dental offices for businesses. He quickly learned that dentists were frustrated because they were being gouged on pricing, and it was a very timely process to find a solution to their problem. Mike also realized that there was really a need in a local community to help local dentists save time and money. He met our CEO, David Lopez, and began franchising in 2009. We have 112 franchisees in our system, with 20% of our franchisees being multiple unit operators, and 51 of our franchisees have been open for more than a year to a year and a half. Today, we have franchisees who are single unit owners, and we also have franchisees who have multiple operators in a territory and also own multiple territories. We have a very seasoned team that would be available to you for support. What I find very interesting about DentalFix, and I feel that it's a very unique opportunity, is that you have the chance to work with a core executive team that are there for a corporate support system for you, but they're also franchisees themselves. So our CEO, David Lopez, is a franchisee, has a van that runs and operates. Brian Dershow has 4 vans that run and operate. Andy Cohen, our Director of Sales, has a van that runs and operates. And Matthew Lau, who is a biomed out of the Air Force, also is a franchisee and has a van that operates. So they really understand the industry from a first-hand perspective. The background of our franchisees are entrepreneurs, corporate executives, veterans, accountants out of the banking industry, and we are really looking for great partners really to partner up with who enjoy customer service, building relationships. That is the secret to the success for the DentalFix franchisees, building relationships and enjoying networking. And you don't have to have any technical skills to be a DentalFix franchisee. We really just look for you to like to be handy enough to pick up a tool, perhaps put a fan up in your home, work on a light, but that's the extent of the technical aspect of the business. The dental industry is growing year after year. We're seeing an increase of about 10% year after year, and that number continues to grow. And if any of you have any dentists in your family or any family members that are in dental school, you'll know that that number is continuing to rise. So we really see that the dental industry is recession resistant. It's a needs business. You have several services that you'll be able to provide to your customer. And this is a business where you'll have repeat business. You don't have to constantly go out on a chase to look for your next customer. The dentists are calling you back typically every 60 to 90 days for another service. Industry stats show us that dentists need the service because of their handpiece drills typically breaking 3 to 4 times a year. They have autoclaves that need to be functioning properly, vacuum pumps, compressors, lights, chairs, and this represents just a few numbers that the stats show us that dentists need our help with. Our investment averages about $126,000. We have financing available where you can finance your Mercedes-Benz van and the build-out of the van should you like, and that will get you down to just needing about $60,000 to $70,000 cash out of pocket to become a franchisee. One of the unique aspects of the DentalFix model is that our CEO doesn't believe in royalties. He believes in a fixed expense model. So his philosophy when he started DentalFix was really to try to help you as a DentalFix business owner get into the market and focus on what is important to you in growing your business. And that's really focusing on your customer and the customer needs. So we have a full in-house support system for you that will take away all of the employees that you would typically need to run a business. Our territories consist of postal codes or area codes that would include 350 dental offices. This span can typically be a few mile radius, and it can also incorporate up to about an hour drive. And we try to minimize your windshield time as much as possible by forming 3 different zones. And you'll have certain days of the week that you would be calling on the different zones to help prevent a lot of windshield time and driving time. We look for franchisees that would like to be interested in our concept and perhaps even have an interest in our financing options. And on this slide, you can see just a couple of the criteria that we look for, the qualifications to become an applicant. DentalFix, I was mentioning, has a true support system for you as a potential business owner. So we have designated different departments to help take the place of employees that you would to run your business. We have a call center that is designed as a sales team for you. They will be making outbound sales calls on a monthly basis to all 350 dental offices in your territory. And their goal is to set up meetings for you to meet the decision maker in the office and be able to present your opportunity of how we can help save them time and money. We also have an account manager that will serve as an office assistant, and we help you with your monthly marketing materials. So one of the unique aspects, again, about DentalFix is that we know exactly who your targeted customer is. We never spend a dollar on marketing strategies or campaigns that cannot help you convert a potential customer. We know that your customer are dental offices. So we have a marketing campaign that is ran by the corporate office on your behalf, and your marketing promotional items will be mailed by the corporate office on a monthly basis. And each one of your offices, the 350 dental offices, will receive these promo items on a specific day of the month. Your account manager is really defined as an office assistant. So you have the opportunity to be in your marketplace, focus on your customer, build your relationship with that dental office and your true customer, the dentist themselves. Build your relationship, have the opportunity to charge your hourly rates, which typically run about $160 an hour, up to $250 an hour. And we don't want you worrying about answering your phone. So you have an assigned account manager designated to you that will handle all of your incoming calls. They will handle your scheduling. They handle assisting you with any parts that you may have placed, tracking your orders. And they also assist you with any kind of account receivable issues that you may have with a particular customer and tracking the repeat business of your customer base. So they have a CRM system that will alert them when a customer has not called you back within 60 to 90 days. And they will be reaching out to that customer to find out, have they just not needed your service? Did they forget about us as the DentalFix business owner in the community? They're going to identify what the problem is as to why we have not had a repeat business and help get that customer back on track for you. The training and support is a 9-week training program. DentalFix offers you the only training facility to become a DentalFix professional in this type of industry in all of Northern America. Our training program is 9 weeks, and there's 4 weeks at home, 3 weeks in our corporate office located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 1 week of apprenticeship week where you'll actually have a chance to go into a franchisee's territory and run their market with the franchisee mentoring you. And then 1 week of on-site training of your rollout of your business, where a corporate representative will be in your local market launching your business. Now, the unique opportunity as well about having a 9-week training program and having the support that's affiliated with being a DentalFix owner is that while you're in your training, the team is going to work. So the call center is making outbound calls for you. The marketing team's placing or distributing your promotional items. And your account manager is handling incoming calls that may come in from the work that's happening with the call center and the marketing. So when you go on your 9th week of training, we typically will have about 15 to 25 appointments scheduled for you from the time that you launch your business. So you're going out with pre-scheduled appointments ready for you to show up and explain how you can help them solve their problems. We have a proprietary software system that really helps with understanding the call center your invoicing, your accounting, your scheduling, your purchasing. And we also have a CRM program that will help you with all of your parts and your services. So our CEO, David Lopez, has a background in the call center business. He had a business that was purchased by AutoNation. He's very seasoned in understanding what it takes to create a call center and CRM programs to help you work efficiently as Dental Fix franchisees. We also have a small equipment repair service in our corporate office that will help you with any type of equipment repairs that you may not be familiar with. And we never want our franchisees to actually have to turn away any type of a revenue. So you have a pretty strong technical support team as well. Here are some of the top objections that I have heard as I've had the pleasure of representing Dental Fix to my clients. One of them is I don't know how to fix dental equipment. We have a fantastic 9-week training program that is there for you. It is our job to teach you the technical aspect of this business. We look for clients that really enjoy building relationships and really have a passion for getting into the community and helping their customers and really being a problem solver. The other question and objection that I get often is, how do I get customers? So we have a 3-tiered approach. We have a sales team that will work for you on outbound calls. We send direct mailers to the dentist. And in our FDD, our CEO has a money-back guarantee. If we do not help you get to 40 customers within your first year of business, we will refund you your franchise fee. So we understand that opening a business can be a scary idea. It can be risky, and it may not seem to be what we've all thought we would be do in the future. But what if you had a business like Dental Fix who really said, I'll put some skin in the game, and we have something to lose if you're not successful. So we want you to know that we are in the game with you to help you be successful, and we're going to work very hard to get you 40 customers within the first year. Franchisees' responsibilities is to really operate the Dental Fix business on a day-to-day basis, and you'll be meeting with your customers, helping your account manager with appointments, repairing equipment, responding to same day-to-day calls that you may have from your dentist, and really working to obtain new customers. And that's where you're going to work closely with your corporate call center team and go into the offices and put a face with a name and really explain how you're there to help them solve their problems. As I mentioned earlier, we don't have competition in our actual franchise segment. However, there are a couple companies out there that do help dentists with what they need, because as I mentioned when I first started speaking, Dental Fix is a needs business. If dentists don't have somebody in their community helping them with repairing equipment or buying new equipment or sharpening the tools, they can't have a functioning dental practice. So they're using somebody. Our goal and our job at the corporate office is to help you understand how we can better educate the dentist in a local market as to how we're different than who's out there. We are the only business that has the fastest fix. We are the only business that does not charge a travel fee to show up. We are the only business that offers free estimates. And we're the only business that has a mobile inventory of all of the equipment needed to fix the problem on site. Some of the franchisees that have purchased their business with Dental Fix have purchased their business really because they were looking for a business where they could be their own boss. They wanted to have a business-to-business opportunity. They really like to have flexibility. And I can tell you what I hear often is they really enjoy the fact that they have a customer that is a dentist, that really gives them the opportunity to have a quality customer that needs their service and appreciate the service that they're able to offer them. Again, our average franchisee bills about $165 an hour. They enjoy dental fix because there's very low overhead. You have no employees that you have to manage. The corporate team helps you with every component of the business model from an employee standpoint. A lot of my clients have enjoyed having a 9-week training program. That's very unusual in business in general, to have 9 weeks before you launch your business. And dental fix is really a very simple business model. You don't need to have technical experience, and it's really an easy business model to grasp. So that is welcoming you to Dental Fix. I would sure love the opportunity to be able to work with you and take the time to go over
The conference
my
has been
process
unmuted.
understand how Dental Fix can be a potentially great fit for you. Thank you so much again, Christine, and thank you, Stuart, for joining us today, too.
Oh,
Thank you, Lori. Thank you both. So does anyone have any questions for Lori or Stuart regarding the businesses? Okay.
I have a question, actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a question for Lori. So when we make the repair for the dental piece, right, I mean, is there any liability issue there? I mean, in case there is a problem or something like that, right?
Sure, that's a great question. So our franchisees don't typically run in to that type of a situation. However, we do have a general liability insurance policy that all of our franchisees carry, and we also have the opportunity where we offer warranty and services to the client as well.
Okay. How do people finance the investment? I guess that would be for Stuart.
Sure. Well, we're now working with Bennett Trends. We just had our first franchisee get SBA funding. We've had a few franchisees that have done equipment lending programs. But really, I tell you, the majority of the franchisees have really gone through some sort of self-financing, either a home equity line of credit, or more common for us has really been the 401k and the IRA rollovers. So it's been a number of different ways that we've gotten people to the finish line, one through the SBA, equipment lending, and then really self-funding through some sort of home equity line of credit, or the 401ks has been typical for us.
Okay, great. We have another question. How do franchisees find good employees? That would be for both of you.
Sure. Do you want to go first, Lori, or?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Stuart. Well, with Dental Fix, we're pretty fortunate that our franchisees don't really need to find employees in their business, because Dental Fix does handle the office assistant, your sales team, your marketing team, and we also assist you with your bookkeeping and your accounting process in your business. However, we do have franchisees that are looking for operators. So typically they find their operators really from existing franchisees in a local marketplace, somebody that has an interest in joining their team. They find their operators from friends and family, or organizations that they're a part of in the local community that would be a good fit for our business model.
Okay. Thank you.
And for us, I would tell you, as far as retail goes, we're probably one of the more desirable retail settings. It really is a fun environment. So for our employees, a lot of our owners, number one, on the party employees on that side of the business, the amount of revenue that employee or earnings that an employee can make between working the parties and getting the tips is very big. So we have a lot of teachers that are looking for more income, or they're looking to work the weekends. So that's who really the labor is more for the birthday parties or teachers. As far as the retail goes, typically we're only running with 2 or 3 employees, and it's a high-margin product, so we're not needing to pay people minimum wage. A lot of our owners pay people maybe $10 or $11, slightly above that minimum wage mark. So we're able to really get a lot of our franchisees really have a lot of moms in the business that their kids are now back at school age and they're looking to work 2 or 3 days a week. So you're able to go find a number of part-time employees that you each give those 2-3 days a week to. And the chocolatier, I would tell you, is more of a fancier term than job description. It's really, we're going to go train your chocolatier, but this is somebody that wants to really put their head down and really get product produced. So I described if you go into a bagel store, you got somebody on the front counter that's going to greet you and handle money and customer service and put cream cheese on your bagel. But in the back, you've got somebody with their head down that's really making the bagels. So for the chocolatier, you can have one chocolatier, and that person is someone that really is going to be less interactive with the customer and more focused on getting production done. And then again, you're going to have 2 or 3 retail employees where, again, you've got a more better selection because we don't need to go pay the minimum wage, and we're able to go pay $2 or $3 above that mark and really find some happier people to come work for our stores.
Okay, and there's another one, Stuart. How long does it take to find real estate to the grand opening?
So we have, for retail, I think we've done an incredible job. Most of our stores have been up and running right around that 6-month mark, which is going to beat a lot of retail concepts. And the primary reason is we've got a very flexible footprint. We've got stores that are about 2,500 square feet. We've got stores at about 1,700. And we do not need the best real estate in town. I describe it that the birthday party business is certainly a destination business. Again, for any parents on the phone, you might have been to birthday parties in industrial parks. If you got the right offering, the party business is going to come find you. And same thing on the corporate business. Really the owners that are out there doing the networking and following through on a marketing plan are generating corporate business, and the owners that are not really putting the effort into the corporate are not bringing in that corporate business. So 2 of the 3 revenue streams are not so site-specific. And the retail, I tell you, we like neighborhood shopping centers. We want to be close to the supermarkets and the CVS pharmacies and the dry cleaners. We like those everyday neighborhood centers. I tell you, we probably target more of a B-plus location than really those AAA real estate locations. So we've got a lot more opportunity on the real estate front. So the simple answer, it's really taken about 6 months from the time somebody signs a franchise agreement till the time they're open. Now, we've had people that have taken 9 months to a year, and we've had people up and running 4 months later. But 6 months is a good benchmark.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you, Lori. I will be following up with everyone that is on the call. If you have any questions or need any other information, please contact any one of us. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Again, thank you, Christine. Have a good day.